Oh, all right then. I'm soldiering on, struggling for my art. All right then. I'm kind of getting over this virus I've had. It was a bit nasty earlier this week. I'm filming this on Friday the 8th of December, and on Tuesday my temperature kept going up and up and up all day, and at one stage it looked like I may have had to have even gone into hospital, and I've got a real phobia about those places. I do not want to be in hospital. Anyway, I'm feeling a little bit better now, so hopefully we'll get this Advent series finished soon enough. Right then, enough of this small talk. I hear you all cry. Let's crack on with today's video. Well, today's video is another music one. You lucky people. It's fast becoming Music Monday, isn't it? I recently watched a video by Peter Skov on my favourite music channel, or one of my favourite music channels, Music is a Journey, where he named an A to Z of Canadian rock bands, and I figured that following on from my bands I just don't get video, I'd blatantly steal his concept and do something similar, this time identifying bands I very too much enjoy. Trouble is, I can't think of 26 Welsh bands, let alone 26 I might like, and assign one to each letter of the alphabet. So I decided I'd just discuss my favourite band beginning with each letter. Now some letters obviously have more than one band, so after naming some I'll pick my favourite, and with some letters I just have one band that I like, so that's a much easier process. One thing that surprised me when compiling the list for this video is just how eclectic my musical tastes are. Okay, so it's mainly classic rock bands, but there are some surprises in there to keep you on your toes. And one more thing, it's bands only, so no solo artists. I might do that video sometime in the future. Oh, the joys, eh? Oh, the joys. So here we go then. A is, of course, for ABBA. Only joking. No, I do have a soft spot for the Swedish songsters. I'll pick my favourite, though, from Aerosmith, Accept, and, of course, my favourite band starting with the letter A, AC/DC. What a surprise. Particularly the early stuff as well. B gives us Black Sabbath, Natch, Blondie, Buzzcocks, The Byrds, a few others, and my choice, but who else could it be but the Beatles. C is the first letter in Cream, Chemical Brothers, The Clash, and Cardiacs. A strange old band to pick, I know, and an acquired taste to boot, but they are my favourite, and one of my most favourite bands overall, actually, Cardiacs. D is for Deep Purple, Dire Straits, again, their early stuff, at least, Diamond Head, and my pick, the mighty Damned. E is an easy choice. There's the one and only Electric Light Orchestra. F is a tough one, with only two bands in my my collection and my mindset. Foo Fighters is one, but I'm going to pick Free as my choice here. G is a simple one. It's for Gillan. H is another tough choice, and from my youth, there's the absolutely brilliant and inimitable Hot Chocolate. Fantastic band, and still one whose records I play to this day. Only two, again starting with I, and we've got In Spiral Carpets, and the band I have to pick as they were an absolute favourite of mine growing up. Founder members of the new wave of British heavy metal too, and they are Iron Maiden. J is another troublesome starter, and I've come up with yet another band from my school days as one, and that's the alternatively or atmospherically alternative, if you like, Joy Division. But there can be only one true J, and that's the almighty Judas Priest. Again, they're early 70s stuff for me, though. Now, you all know my disdain for Kiss, so they're not going to be anywhere near this list. And for K, it was a straight shoot-up between King Crimson and my ultimate choice, the Kings. Excuse me. L is for, well, Led Zeppelin, need I say any more, just as M is for Motorhead, although honourable mentions here for Magnum and Wales' own Manic Street Preachers. No problem for a band starting with N. Nazareth gets my vote here. Now O sees one of my left field choices. I do like the Orb. I enjoy a little electronica, and they fit the bill nicely. But my favourite band starting with O, is Ocean Colour Scene. They're kind of like an anti-Britpop band, if ever there was one. Now you'd think, wouldn't you, that Pink Floyd would walk off with a P award, and I do like them. Again, their early stuff, but my favourite band starting with P is the Pretenders. Q has really stumped me. I can't even think of a band starting with Q. Queensryche, Queens of the Stone Age. That's about it for this letter. I'm sure you let me know in the comments though if I've missed anyone out. Q, can't think. Right, things start to get a little awkward and bloated when it comes to the next three letters. I mean, for R, you've got the Rolling Stones, Rush, Rage Against the Machine, and Riot. But my pick is the Ramones, and Gabba Gabba Hey to you too. S stands for Saxon, Scorpions, Sparks, Stereophonics, and the Sex Pistols. My favourite, though, goes to the Small Faces, an absolutely fantastic 60s band fronted by the late and very great Steve Marriott. Thin Lizzy grabbed the award for T, with runners-up being T-Rex, Tangerine Dream, Thunder, and The Tubes. Now, U is another tough letter. I mean, I absolutely adore UFO and have a soft spot for UK subs and the Undertones, but my all-time favourite U band is Uriah Heep, of course. One of the few bands on my list whose early and later stuff I like. But maybe we'll gloss over some of those middle years. Coming to V, I'm not a massive fan of Van Halen. I know, shoot me. And my favourite band starting with the letter V is another from the psychedelic 60s, and it's Velvet Underground. W is for those cheeky chaps, Wham, of course. Or then again, you could have White Stripes, the brilliant Was Not Was, and Whitesnake. But W is also for one of my all-time favourite bands. Can you guess? It's The Who. X is obviously a tricky one, and I'm going to have to pick a band from my teenage years. So you've got XTC, Making Plans for Nigel, or you've got my pick, those germ-free adolescents, X-Ray Specs. When it comes to Y, there's Yes, of course, and I do have a little weakness for a little Y and T. But come on, you know me by now, and it just has to be the Yardbirds. Anyway, syncopated rhythms, or not. Sorry, couldn't resist a little Y and T related pun there. We end naturally with Z. I do quite like the Zootons and, their song Valerie. And of course, there's the Zombies. But the award in this category has to go to ZZ Top. So there we have it then. My favourite band for each letter of the alphabet, apart from Q. Strange that. Have a go at naming yours, but I'll spare you the task of sharing them in the comments, unless you feel compelled to do so, at least. Anyway, no more music videos for a while. Phew, I hear you all collectively cry. But we'll see you all tomorrow for that jolliest of family fun time when our Christmas decorations go up. Oh, I can't wait. See you tomorrow.